driving to Malibu. I slide through where they slide through and serve beef like a drive-thru. My crew brings Christ to the alley. I'm a Cali fool, feed him the rock, call it the alley-oop. Yeah, Brody, you shanking where I bring the word. Gunshots, holding prayer circles where they stain the curb. We make disciples where they're toting Glocks, cause it's funkier than Dolphin socks. The block's hotter than some old steam pots. They rock product till the whole thing drops, chopping and hit the block from old green knots. God's the father, and before he's mocked, he'll make your whole team flop like some codeine shots. Yeah, I keep telling them we out here, baby. Not once a year either, we are out here daily, I've been where they gang bang. You ain't do it yet? Christ.
If you hear college students talking about Molly, they may not be referring to a friend. A drug called MDMA, frequently referred to as Molly, is showing up on college campuses all over the country.
Any sort of party that is termed a rave or, might be in a basement somewhere, dark lights, techno music, I think anywhere between a fourth to a third of the people there might be rolling.
I think Molly is probably one of the most popular drugs on campus.
One mother who tragically lost her daughter to Molly wants to warn other students about the dangers of this seemingly innocent drug.
It's unfathomable that Shelley would die from having taken a drug, and if it can happen to her, it can happen to any child.
The full story later this week on cbnnews.com.
I'm leading with the evangelicals big league.
I'm a Protestant, I'm a Presbyterian, I'm a total believer. This is my confirmation class, June 1959, which is pretty good, right?
2 Corinthians, right? 2 Corinthians 3:17. That's the whole ball game. We're going to protect Christianity. We've done great with the evangelicals. The evangelicals have been amazing.
God is the ultimate. I mean, God created this. Believe me, if I run and I win, I will be the greatest representative of the Christians that they've had in a long time.
I brought my Bible. Okay?
We meet with heads of state, and when we meet with them, that head of state is a fan who happens to be a dignitary, because his agenda at that point is, now, Mr. Alexson, my kids are going to get pictures and autographs, right? Oh, don't worry about it, Mr. President. They're going to sit on the bench and come in the locker room. Oh, that's good. You know why? Because my son is really excited. Thanks for coming.
Some call President Trump the tweeter-in-chief.
The beautiful thing about it, it's really a modern day form of communication. I can do in 140 or 280, or I can, you can extend them. All I do is ...
Trump tweets 3 to 8 times a day. Do the math, that's lots of ... So let's get to it. Here are some of the highlights during his first 100 days. First, President Trump put a run on notice. In multiple tweets, he called out the media for, quote, fake news.
But I can do messages around the media and get my word out the way I mean my word. I don't have to have the media distort my message.
One message Trump made clear is that he does not know Russian President Vladimir Putin.
I don't know Putin.
He called out Nordstrom for removing his daughter's clothing line and referred to the White House leaks as a witch hunt. His focus turned to former President Obama for allegedly wiretapping Trump Tower. Then he called out the House Freedom Caucus for blocking healthcare reform, later making world headlines when he attacked a military base in Syria. His aim is now on North Korea, tweeting that they're looking for trouble. At The Real Donald Trump has more than 28 million followers, so people are watching. I'm Ben Kennedy for CBN News in Washington.
So let's go through the list, shall we? It all started at that wonderful golf course in California. Boy, that was nice. And you should have seen the expense report after that. That was in September 2015. Then, just a week or two later, we interviewed him at the Values Voter Summit in Washington, D.C. He trotted out the Bible. There he was with the Bible. I think he was reading from 1 Corinthians. Or was that 1 Corinthians? Anyhow, Trump then at Liberty University in January. Remember, that's where he did the Corinthians line. Then we met with Donald Trump in Davenport, Iowa, behind the scenes there at one of his campaign rallies. Then in February of 2016, Charleston, South Carolina, one-on-one. I'm looking a bit dapper, Jake Dapper. And then in June of 2016, we interviewed Trump at the Family Faith and Freedom Coalition event in Washington. Then in August, I was in Honduras on a cruise getting bronzed, and Jenna Browder stepped in and did our Donald Trump interview down in Orlando. And then our 8th interview at the Values Voter Summit in Washington, D.C. in September. And then, of course, this one in October at the wonderful Trump Hotel and Casino. No, I don't think there's a casino there. Anyhow, the Trump Hotel in Washington. That's a lot of Trump here on the Brody File, but look, we bring it to you straight. All right, when we come back,